Hello everybody, welcome to my live stream. My name is Vietwin. Normally I make custom toys, like action figures and Funko Pops, but today is Christmas Eve, and so I'm just going to be opening a bunch of action figures that I've bought over the year, pretty much that I've just set aside and never opened. So we're just going to do some unboxing and review. For some action figures, and then we're just gonna go till about 3 o'clock. Till 6 o'clock Eastern, and then we're gonna raid over to Christine. And if I happen to open up everything before then I'll bust out some It's Not Another Wear Spider and Osibo Funko Pops to work on after that. So, with that being said, hope everybody is having a good holiday, and Christmas Eve if you celebrate. And yeah. All right, up first we have the Hasbro Power Rangers. I got this one for a pretty good sale. I got it for about like $15. I'm not even really that big of a Power Rangers fan. I just these are actually like pretty good for like the teenager body type. So I'm just gonna use it as a base figure for when I need to make the teenager body type, like My Hero Academia figures. But this one's like the original costume from the 90s. Like, I was never that big of a Power Rangers fan. Like, I think I was like a junior or senior in high school when this just came out. But I watched it a bit because, you know, who doesn't like giant robots? But all right, so let's take this guy out here. Alright, looks like we got his axe shotgun looking thing. And it is got a blaster. And it's like the gun that the blaster that's converted into a knife. I remember that from the show. Kind of a rubbery thing attachment for the gun. That's pretty cool. Right, that looks pretty neat. Yeah, it fits in there too. Pretty well. Pretty snug. It's good. Let's see, we got some closed fists, alternate fists. Those appendages are always nice. Christine, hey! Merry Christmas Eve! Opening up a Power Ranger figure right now. Oh jeez. Ugh, this is a ugly looking head. This does not look like Zach at all. It won't focus. Focus. There we go. That does not look like him at all. Is it not supposed to be him? I don't know. Maybe it's supposed to be someone else, but it doesn't look like him. But it doesn't really matter. Because like I said, I'm basically using this figure for parts. Hope you and the family are doing well, Christine. Oh jeez. Hopefully that wasn't too loud. Yeah, let's see, the helmet looks pretty good. We got some articulation of the wrist, the elbow. There's no twisting in the forearm. There is twisting in the upper part of the arm, though. Got the butterfly joints on the chest. Overall, it's a good sculpt. Let's see, we got articulation there, swivel, the upper part of the torso. We're doing well. How about you, Dr. Wife and Luke? Luke is taking a nap, and unfortunately, Dr. Wife is she's working a 24-hour shift tonight. So that's one of the reasons why I'm doing the stream. Is just because I'm not really doing anything. So she's at work, and I'll pick her up tomorrow morning. Yeah. So yeah, we got normal leg articulation, twists at the upper leg, bends in the joint, in the knee joints. There is a swivel to that, to the upper part of the leg and ankle joints. But yeah, it's a pretty solid figure. Like I was, but like I said, it's a good. I think it's a good scale. Like it's a good teenager scale compared to like regular Marvel Legends. So I'm probably gonna like if I make like my hero figures in their uniform, like I can probably use these as a base figure. That's most of the reason why I bought it. And I got them for under $20, so that's why I ended up getting them. So yeah. Anyways, let's go set this stuff off to the side here. Let's see, what do we got next up? Next up, we have. Oh, well, Christine, since you're here, let's bust out some Avatar, huh? Some Avatar: The Last Airbender. Yeah, you got these Diamond Select. From Diamond Select, they're 7-inch scale. Box is huge, like for such a small action figure. But anyways. Katara from Avatar: The Last Airbender. These boxes are huge. I don't know if I'm making too much noise or not. Or, I don't know if it's annoying, like how loud it is. Like, my levels on my microphone are just like going like all the way red. It's like, no, don't do that. This thing is huge. Why is this box so big? Anyways. Alright. Let's see, we got the got a nice clear stand here. Of course, got these like plastic okay. I think this is for the bending, for the water bending stand, I'm guessing. That effect looks really cool. Yeah, I was a little worried. Like they don't show the pictures justice on Amazon, right? Like they don't really show the box that much. Like you just see the pictures of the figure. wish these were 6-inch scale though. It's my only gripe about it, because like these will look too big for like if I make like custom figures, because it's kind of hard to find some good good 7-inch scale figures to work off of, or it's just gonna be off, and that's gonna bug me. You know, like if I, or maybe I'll just like modify these. Like it'll look like Katara is like taller, or like just as tall as Korra, and that would bother me. Alright, so last thing is she's got some alternate hands. Yeah, that would be off. Alright, so it's like, okay, the figure, it's pretty stiff. You got the rotation in the sculpt is actually pretty good. Got some tight rotation there. I like that, you know, like she's got the water tunic thing, or the water container with her. That's pretty cool. And the ponytail is flexible, and this actually moves around too. Like it can be like posed, like parts of her hair, so you can probably do some cool like water bending stuff. Pretty good articulation in the shoulders, kind of bent in the arm. Like I don't know, this part right here kind of keeps it from bending all the way though. And we got twisting in the torso. Like all the clothes are like rubber, right? So you can probably use it for posing and flexing and stuff like that. Got pretty good leg articulation, twists. That there's no articulation there, and no you can't really well, I guess you can rotate the feet a little. So, oh hey Bobby, what's up, man? Yeah, we can do some bending. All right, so how does this work? Looks, I don't know if I don't see an attachment. So it looks like there's sort of like an imprint for the hand. So I guess you put it there. Or maybe it's this one. Yeah, the effect is like, it's completely rubber. What's up, Raven? Yeah, apparently I'm a toy bender. But yeah, it's completely flexible. But yeah, it looks like it doesn't really snap on, so I'm not really sure how it's like attached. I guess it kind of goes around the stand, maybe. So everything changed when the Funko Nation attacked. Wrong emoji. It is a waterbender. I'd prefer to be an earthbender, but I'll take waterbending. Oh man, my one of my friends, she has a corgi, and she gave him like this little dog bandana, and he is like the cutest little earthbender you'll ever see. But yeah, this is kind of cool. Like, so I guess the effect. Oh, okay, I see what it is now. Okay, so there's a hole right here. So, well, this needs to be loosened. I don't know where my screwdriver is, but there's a hole there, and then it can just go up like that. The water piece looks kind of like candy. Forbidden fruit roll up. Yeah, do not eat this. This is not good. So, but yeah, that's kind of cool, right? So like, we can mess with posing and stuff later, but like at least the stand holds it up, and then you can kind of do some cool water effects. That's pretty neat, right? Then she comes with like the two alternate hands. Nobody eat the forbidden fruit roll up. I don't know what your issues are with the forbidden fruit roll up. It's like I told you not to eat it. Yeah, that's pretty neat. Overall, pretty good figure. Alright. And since again we still have Steen, the other one I have is we got Aang. The Avatar himself. Oh, you recently got some Hasbro Mighty Morphin Power Ranger Mini Zords. I actually just opened my Black Ranger that like I got for like $15, like at GameStop. And these are pretty solid figures. And like I was gonna use those for parts actually, because I got it for fairly cheap. The Lightning Collection. Let me check. Yes, Lightning Collection. Yeah, I forgot you're a big Power Rangers guy. Like, basically, like it's hard for me to get like teenager body types, and especially when I'm making My Hero Academia figures. Like, they're hard to come by, or like the Spider-Man figures are too cheap or are too expensive. I want to make a civilian unmorphed Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Yeah, and like, dude, that head, like the head does not look like him at all. Like that was my probably one complaint about the figure. Is they didn't make that very well. I don't know why this box is so huge. Like this does not need to be this big. But I mean, I think it's their standard size for action figures. But holy crap. I'm sorry if this is hurting your ears. Comes with a Momo. Since they come with the head sculpts, like, I think a WWE body would probably be good for that. The sculpts look good on some of the Lightning Collection stuff. My biggest beef was Billy. They made him a brunette, And the man is blonde. Well, that can be easily fixed. You can paint that to be blonde. And also, I kind of went with the Black Ranger just because, in general, like I kind of work with a lot of indie black comic creators, and you never know, like, you never know, like what like you're kind of limited on your head and part style. So having more black characters is always a plus for me. Only Zord I'm missing is the T-Rex for that Hasbro set. Okay. So we got some alternate hands with the tattoos, with the arrow tattoos. I don't know if you can see that. Then we got Momo. That's cute. He's got a little flexy tail. Can't really move him though. He's not articulated at all. We got Momo. We got some they didn't make toys for them. They didn't make toys for the M. Night movie, did they? I don't remember seeing anything. They did, actually, but we don't acknowledge that movie as existing. Oh, they actually did, but they also suck. They actually made Avatar: The Last Airbender, like the cartoon ones. That, like, they're okay, but they weren't great. And I keep forgetting. So like when Diamond Select started making these, I was like, oh, these actually look pretty good. You know, so like let me grab these. Cause like I was actually gonna like start trying to make like some custom ones, but it's kind of hard. Again, it's like you're kind of limited on like kid like body types that are heavily, or that have a good amount of articulation. Yeah, if you check eBay, like they're actually pretty pricey, probably because no one bought them, and there wasn't that much of it. But I'm sure like Diamond Select made these whenever it got popular. This got popular again on Netflix. All right, sorry about all the noise again. If that's way too loud, I'll probably stop doing this. But did y'all see the Lego set for the cartoon? I did not see the Lego set. All right, so we got a bunch of this stuff. Put that off. Side. All right. So, looks like kind of the same thing. Same thing as Katara, right? The bending, the air bending is very flexible. It's got two little loops here. I'm not sure how to pose that though. Is it? I don't know. It's kind of weird. And then kind of the same idea is goes in the stand. There is a hole right there, and then it kind of goes like that. As the figure itself, there's a little paint splotch right there that I don't know if that's that can be removed or not. Maybe you can just I might just be able to clean that off. This could probably, like, both Katara and Aang could probably use like a paint job, like to add some more shading to the figure, but that's kind of that's usually the case for almost all action figures. Let's see, like the shirt is rubberized, so it can be, looks like it can be removed if you wanted to, and kind of rubberized here, and kind of the same articulation. We got bending of the legs and the double joints on the knees, and then at the ankles. So kind of wish it had like the air ball, you know, the ball of air where he can ride on, but yeah, pretty good figure as well. But he doesn't. They did make a version with his glider. That's like separate, which is kind of an asshole move of Diamond Select, but overall pretty good figure, pretty good. And if there's anything that so far that you want to see again, just let me know. I can pull it back up. All right, what else do we got here? Let's see. I think there was a Fire Nation set too. It really wasn't a great set, and I think it was early licensed Lego. Ooh, let me see. Oh, is that based off of the movie? No, it's based off the cartoon. Yeah, that does not look that great. Like, it's just a castle. No, thank you. Thanks. No, thanks. Alright. Let's see. Next up, we have a Marvel Legends Black Widow. And again, I mostly got her. I mostly got her for the accessories. I figured when I got the Bakugo and what's his name? I can't think of his name. The Fire and Ice guy. When I got those figures, like, I was gonna be able to make some cool dioramas between of them, like, fighting each other, like with little explosions and all that stuff. But this is kind of like a special edition series of the MCU Black Widow. My floor is gonna be covered in boxes soon. Alright. Alright. A lot of good stuff in this one. A lot of cool accessories. We got some little tiny pistols. Tiny pistols. And sure what these are. Oh, I guess these are for her widow's sting. These little effects here. Yeah. Oh, why? I mean, Black Widow. Yeah. Yeah, it's just like, I guess this is sort of based off of the movie that we'll watch and be able to watch eventually. One day, or you know, when Disney decides that they need to make more money because they didn't make enough money off of Mulan. Tiny pistols. We got a bunch of different alternate hands. Always good as a customizer. This is interesting. Like, it hinges this way, and not like this way, like most figures do. Like it goes like up and down. But that's like that's interesting. I never seen like Marvel Legends do that. So anyways, we got some gun explosions. Some like a 3 gun explosions. And then looks like some chain hooks. I can't believe the absolute balls to release a movie on a streaming service people already pay for and ask they give an additional $30 to watch a movie. Yeah, I mean, I don't know, if you think about it, like, it's not like if you're watching with 2 people, or if you watch it with more than 2 people, then you're like, that's about as much as you would spend at a movie theater anyways, right? And then on top of that, you, like, I don't know about you, but like, I have, like, there's 5 households using my my Disney Plus account. So like, we're getting our money's worth if we pay the $30. Then I don't want to deal with people at movie theaters anyways. But I'm just not a big movie theater guy. Just in general. Like, I like watching movies with people I like. Anyways, more explosions. And then we got this big sucker. Big explosion. That's a big guy. Probably good for fire bending, or like I said, probably to use with my Bakugo figure. The head sculpt is actually pretty good. It does look like ScarJo. Pretty accurate. Explosion bending. Yeah. Oh, if I make a Sparky Boom Man, this will be perfect. Anyways, let's see. We got bending at the elbow, the shoulder, twists on the wrist. See, like this one bends this way, but all the alternate hands bend this way. Oh, sorry. Happy holidays. Welcome to the chat. I'm opening action figures. Hope you're doing well. I'm sure you already finished Cyberpunk, because you were talking about playing that for like 20 hours. But yeah. Yeah, so this thing doesn't really bend well with, well, I guess it kind of does, but it moves around a lot. And there's holsters for the tiny guns. That's kind of cool. She's got platform shoes because, you know, when you're a secret agent out doing active things, that's the kind of shoes you wear, right? Platform shoes. Steen, that's what you would wear for active spy stuff, right? But another reason why I wanted to get this figure is because this action figure stand is pretty beefy, right? This looks really nice, and I got it for like under $20, like maybe like $15. As normally is like a deluxe figure, right? Because of all the accessories. So that clicks in there. It's a buggy game. Could not get out of the prologue, even after 21 plus hours. Oh my god. Enjoyed it, but it's not finished. It's like 80% done. Okay. Yeah, I've heard people complain about how buggy it was. Cyberpunk 2077, Bobby. Yeah, this is a really nice stand. Like it has like the move, like it moves up and it like locks in, and then it has a spring-loaded claw here. That's pretty cool. So it'll really hold up the figure. Yeah, so holds it up pretty well. More like cyber junk, am I right? Cyberpunk 27, love those figs. The articulation is great. Pylord 51, hello. Happy holidays. I'm just opening up a bunch of action figures that I bought over the past year, that I haven't opened yet. You see it works on 2 levels because it's buggy AF and you can customize your genitals. Ba-dum-bum. You can customize your genitals in Cyberpunk? That's the thing? I mean, that's cool. But I didn't know, like, maybe that's why it was buggy? They're like, no, we have to get these genitals right. But, yeah, explosions, like, kind of lock in on this stand. And I don't know where these go, necessarily. Because she only has like these tiny guns. So I guess they're just supposed to attach somewhere. I don't know where they're supposed to attach. I'll have the box with me. Yeah, her tiny guns go into this holster. They fit in there pretty nicely, but I can see them coming out a little too easily. So yeah, her tiny guns and her alternate hands. And little bullet things. And her widow sting is kind of cool. So you can, yeah, pull that out. Can't be a VH stream without some dismemberment. That's part of the character creation. Yo, how big you want your dick to be? Like, I don't need to think about the size of my custom character's junk. Thanks. I don't know. You know, not with that attitude. Leg holsters. You know, speak for yourself, Bobby. Yeah, that's kind of cool. That's a cool effect. Yeah, I mostly got this figure for customizing. Like just it comes with all these cool effects, and then the stand is killer. Like if you just bought like a stand like this that is this like this sturdy, like you would probably pay like $30 just for the stand. So it's worth getting the figure just for the stand, I think. And I'm gonna if you see any future pictures of customs, I'm probably gonna be using this stand. Most of these figures that I bought those stands are awesome. You can pick between 2 dicks, 1 vagina, and only 1 vagina choice. Can't have both which is disappointing. Yeah, that's very discriminatory to like hermaphrodites. But yeah, those stands are awesome. All right, what else do we got here? I actually have 2 of those Black Widow figures, but we're not gonna open the second one. Let's see what else we got here. All right, let's stick with the MCU stuff. Yeah. I got this set for like $15 on sale. We got Luis and Marvel's Ghost. And I mostly bought these figures to use as base figures for customizing, because it's, you know, you never know when you're gonna need a guy with a suit. And you know, like for $15 for 2 figures, it's a really good deal, because these are super cheap. Because I don't know why Luis and Ghost aren't that popular to get action figures for. It's so weird. But anyways, oh, we got the pin. Sorry if this is too loud. Got the Pym building. That's pretty neat. Oh, cool. The suitcase handle actually goes up and down. Then we got, I forgot the ant's name. Does anybody remember the ant's name? Yeah, it comes with an ant as well. And I forgot the name of the ant, but he's there. So we got Luis, and the likeness on that head sculpt is actually pretty good. Like it could use some repainting and some shading, but I think it would. I think the likeness is actually pretty good. Antonio Banderas, I think. Yeah, Anthony. There were a couple. Yeah, the XCon logo is actually pretty good, and it's just painted on. You can paint over it really quickly, pretty easily. It's kind of the jacket is like a rubber material, so like he could easily just have a. Oh man, that's actually, like, it's actually pretty well detailed. Like if you cut this open, like you can see, like he has like a regular like rubber tie as well. Like he can like just have, he can have no well, I guess he wouldn't be able to, even if you cut this off, he would just have blazer sleeves, so I guess that wouldn't work. But yeah, that's pretty cool. And just your normal Marvel Legends articulation, right? You can move joints there. Upper joints double jointed on the knees. And you can never have too much like tennis shoes or like boots type of shoes with laces. They don't have that many shoes like that. Because most superhero figures like only like they're wearing tights, right? Like, or they're wearing those boots without any like laces and stuff. So you never know when you need a guy in a suit. This is a cowl for Ghost. Yeah, they did not do a good job of Ghost. Like that does not look very good. I don't know if it's hard to focus. There we go. That does not look good. Does not look like her at all. She looks pale, like her hair looks weird. They did not spend a good amount of time on this figure. Let's see, generic sculpt, yeah. I mean, I guess it kind of looks like her, but it just doesn't look good, or something about it just doesn't look right, you know. The actual Ghost figure though, it's pretty solid. Like I said, it could use some paint, like some shading, but like the armor is really well detailed, and there's a lot of the feet look tiny compared to her body. Like, those look like really, really small feet, right? Like, what's up with that? Why does she have such tiny feet? They just did not spend that much time on this figure. So I can see why I was able to get this for $15. And then the arms seem like a little long. Like that forearm is pretty long too. Like, compare this foot to Black Widow's, and hers is arched, right? Like they're about like the same, but like she's not wearing heels, so it just looks weird. But the accessories are cool, and again, you only paid like $15 for it, so like pretty much my go-to is my threshold is that, like, if it's $10 or less, I'm just gonna buy it because I can use it for parts. All right, next up, we're gonna stick with the MCU. We got the Thor Ragnarok. 2-pack with the Grandmaster and Korg. I was about to call him the Collector. I was like, nope, that's not the Collector. The Grandmaster. Yeah, Jeff Goldblum himself. And Korg is just such a great character. I was like, I don't really even collect like the MCU stuff, but I was like, Korg is so good. I love Korg in the movie, and it's actually a pretty solid looking figure. But we'll start off with Jeff Goldblum. Oh jeez. See, we got a scepter. It's a little bendy. I can see it like getting bent or getting warped if you don't store it correctly. But we gotta go. Watching Jingle All the Way with the wife. Have a good holiday, everybody. Yeah, thanks for stopping by, man. Hope everybody stays healthy and safe. All right. What about old Spawn figures? Are they useful? The sculpts on the McFarlane Spawn figures are like, they look good, but like the McFarlane, most of the time McFarlane figures, their articulation isn't very good. So I usually tend to stay away from those. Like, because usually it's just like they can just move like just the elbow, right? Something like that, right? So like, I kind of like the figures that have a lot of articulation, so they're good for posing. Yeah, the sculpt on this on the Grandmaster figure is actually pretty well done. It looks like you can actually unbutton the robe, and like the sculpt on his foot is actually really detailed on his sandals. So there's that. Like, even his toenails are painted. Kind of hard to see in the camera, but it's actually, and the likeness to Jeff Goldblum is actually. There we go. It does look pretty close to him. Probably needs a little more guy liner, you know, but it does look very much like him from the movie. We all need more Jeff Goldblum in our lives. I agree, Christine. Alright. Let's see, we got the club. Like, this should probably be more like of a metallic look. Like, because this gold part, it's kind of off-putting, but the sculpt is actually pretty good for it. There's a lot of things that I was like, these are things I can do to make this look better that I'm probably never gonna make time to do, but. Sorry if this is too loud. Right there. All right. Sorry about that. If that's unbearable, let me know. So the Korg face sculpt is pretty good. He's got a nice little smirk to him. We got some articulation on the upper torso and twists. Shoulder movement, elbow movement, here on the wrist. No articulation in the fingers, so it's just like it stays open no matter what. Gotta run, last minute errands. Just wanted to drop in and wish you all well. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Happy holidays to you. Stay healthy and safe out there. Yeah, there's only one joint at the knees here. Pretty limited on the foot. Just the ankle doesn't really twist at all. It just goes up and down. So, like, it has pretty limited posability to him, but the sculpt does look good. And then, like, he can, I guess so, that it's kind of tight. So I'll probably put like a hairdryer. Have to put a hairdryer to the hand in order to soften the plastic. Open it up so he's holding it. But it looks pretty good. Not very posable, but looks pretty good. But then again, if you watch the movies, like they weren't heavy in action in the movies either. Be good for just them standing, you know. Is this remotely entertaining at all to anybody? Or useful? Where I'm just basically playing show and tell. It's fun. Okay. Next up we have I think those are all my MCU characters. If anything. Oh no, I do have another one. But yeah, so this is another one that I got on super sale. I got it for like $20. Actually, less than that. I got it for like $15 or something like that. So we got Luke Cage and Claire Temple. So it's or Ahsoka. Spoilers. And this is these are the figures from the Netflix series. So Claire Temple is the night nurse in the comics. So we got Luke Cage here. He doesn't need any accessories because he punches things. Can you make an AOC action figure from the Rosario Dawson head? I probably could. Like I would just have to get like a business suit. I totally could make an AOC figure. It's a good idea, Raymond. Yeah, this, you know, like, I don't want to sound racist, but like this is like spot on likeness to, I think it's Michael Couture. I don't remember his name. The actor from Luke Cage. Luke Cage cast. Luke Cage cast. Mike Coulter. Yeah. He's actually from South Carolina. He was supposed to be at like Soda City Comic Con like 1 year, or he was like a guest there. Asa with the raid, thank you so much. Welcome, Asa's crew. Yeah, so hi. Hope you had a good stream. Hope your stream is going well. Yes, it's going pretty good. Like I'm just opening action figures and talking about them. We busted out some Avatar figures, some MCU action figures, and I'm just kind of going through. Like basically, I bought a whole bunch of action figures throughout the year, and I've never opened them, and so I'm just doing this because, you know, why not? The Doctor Wife is working, so might as well just stream, you know. So yeah, welcome. Normally I make custom action figures and custom Funko Pops, but today is Christmas Eve, and so I'm just opening presents. Not really presents, but you know, just things that I bought for myself. Heck yeah, that looks like so much fun. Well, I hope so. I hope it's entertaining to some people. But yeah, welcome. Yeah, so so we got Luke Cage and Claire Temple figures, and this is like from the Netflix show, and like I was saying, like this looks like spot on from Mike Coulter, right? Like that, like the likeness is very good. The sculpt for there's some really good detail sculpt on the T-shirt. Like every figure, like it can probably use some shading. Like I can paint that. And he's got a nice little detailed wristwatch. That's pretty neat, right? And the jean sculpt is pretty good. We got articulation in the torso. And the wrist. This is super neat. Okay, cool. I'm glad. Asa, please give Asa a follow. I don't have a shout out thing, but feel free to put a link to Asa. They do really cool art, and it's really fun to be on their stream, and they're super nice, and they have a dog named Dane that's adorable. And Casey, thank you for the bits. Yeah, so alright, we finished with Luke Cage. We're gonna set him off to the side here. Now we go to Claire Temple, also Rosario Dawson, who's an awesome person in real life. And then like she's kind of got like some night nurse accessories, which is kind of cool. Let's see. Well, like articulation isn't that great. She doesn't bend or twist at the waist at all. She has some slight articulation in the upper torso. The likeness to Rosario Dawson, not bad. It actually, you know, like you mentioned it earlier again, like I could probably make an AOC figure out of this. I just need to get like a business suit body or like to work off of. It does look more like AOC than Rosario Dawson, even though they both look kind of similar. But and then because as night nurse, she's got her purse, and the comic book figure, the comic book character, she has these claws, I think. I got a ton of models of Monster Hunter monsters and Final Fantasy bosses, but not many action figures. I mean, I'd love to have an AOC action figure though, right? And I'm sure they already made them. And I know there's they've made comics. Keenspot or something like Keenspot Publishing has made like AOC comic books that are pretty interesting. And like I hope they're good, but who knows? Depends on who wrote it, you know? Yeah, like I have one that's like an anthology. That's actually pretty good. But there's a couple of issues out there. That's not something I'd ever thought of. Yeah. Looks like she has rubber gloves, the rubber glove hands, you know, to be, you know, as a medical nurse, you know, that's important. So, and then, you know, and then claw hands, because, you know, why not? And these are kind of bendy and flexible. And the purse is actually, or the bag is pretty well detailed. So, not a bad figure. Not good for posing, but then again, you know, like you're not really. She's the night nurse, like in the game. You know, she's not going to be doing a whole ton of action stuff, you know, in regards to a figure. It's mostly, at least in the show, it was mostly she was just tending to people's wounds. Alright, what's next? Let's stick with the TV stuff, shall we? Next thing I got is, we got Marvel's Domino. Right, that's from the Deadpool movie. Right? I forgot the actor's name. Again, it's like, it's one of those things where, like, I found it on super sale. And I was just like, it just, like, the figure just looks so good. Like, I'm just gonna get it. Maybe I'll use it for parts or something, because that's what I do. Like I'm essentially the villain from Toy Story. Like I take things apart and I use things for parts. But it's a pretty good. It just looked like a really nice figure. Let's see, she's got a little tiny gun here. And sorry again if this is way too loud, getting the stuff out of the plastic. Oh, this one's lovely. How does her hair look up close? Okay, I can do that. Alright, so she's got this, sorry. It's actually pretty good. It's kind of like a rubbery texture sculpt. There's a little close up of it, and it's kind of the way I sculpt whenever I have to sculpt black people hair. It's not overly loud. Okay, good. I basically, what I would do is I would sculpt like a bunch of clumps, right? Just like clumps for the overall thing, and then I would just get like a brush, like the end of a brush, and then just like jab it a whole bunch of times, and then that's what gives it like the rough edges, and that's how I sculpt afro hair. No, and it looks like she's got some alternate hands, like to hold the guns. These guns are pretty gnarly. Like there's like little knives on the ends of them, like little. I never seen bayonet Uzis before. Like I don't remember that in the movie, but why not, right? Because you just need bayonet Uzis. Why not put knives on all your guns? Let's see, again we got some, just again no twisting articulation at the bottom of the torso, but we have some bending. I always loved drawing hair and never really thought about how you sculpt different kinds of hair curls. Yeah, that took a while for me to figure out. Because most of the time I would just like do strands and just kind of do like just lines and things like that. But yeah, like when I started, ended up I work with a lot of like indie, like I work with a lot of people from the black indie comic scene. Like I do a lot of their Kickstarter rewards, and so like it was a challenge. It was interesting, like learning how to sculpt like different kinds of hair, and it was sort of like one of those things where like I had to like basically do like just go and call and message all of my black friends and just be like, hey, I have this ignorant black person question, and I'm just like, okay, you see this hair? How do I do that? Like, how do I sculpt this? Or does it look right? Does this look right? Like, am I doing this right? But yeah, and then like again, this is like just because like there's not that many. The selection of people of color when it comes to action figures are so limited, like, so if I can get any people of color in action figures, I usually swipe them up so I can use for parts later whenever in case I want to make something. I mean, you're trying to be accurate and observant, so it seems good. Yeah, that's such a shame. But like I said, it's kind of nice, you know. Like at least now, they've gotten a lot better with it. Like I said, you know, like just now, like just in when you joined the stream, I have yeah, we have Domino, we have Rosario Dawson, we have Mike Coulter, and I also have Luis. Like there's Luis right here. So like we've gotten better. And then let's see what else we got here. All right, we're just gonna keep going. Keep going. Huh? That now that I'm thinking about it, makes my heart happy. That's good. I'm glad. You know, it's Christmas Eve. That's what it should be. We're gonna stick with Marvel. Well, I mean, pretty much all my stuff is Marvel. But all right, new 2-pack. Again, something I got on super sale. We have Klaw and Shuri. These are like the Marvel versions, like the Marvel Comics versions. Asa, is it Asa? Asa? Am I pronouncing that right? I want to make sure I'm saying that right. Is it Asa? First one, soft A. Gotcha. Yeah, Shuri's such a cool character. And this was back when she was Black Panther for a little bit. You've been saying it right. Good. And then got Klaw. They made a regular Klaw when Hasbro first took over getting the Marvel Legends line, and it wasn't that great. But this one looks a lot better. But let's do Shuri first. Ladies first. So we got her spear accessory, which is pretty cool. Sculpt on the feathers are actually really nice, and I like the beads on there. It could use a little like a shinier paint, you know, like on the spear part. But other than that, it looks pretty good, and then probably needs some more detail paint on the feathers. But so we get to the Shuri figure. These things are really in there. Okay. So we got that. She doesn't really have the it's not really taped. It's like the details are kind of painted. Kind of hard to see that. There we go. Yeah. So the details are painted on there. So that's not too bad. I would probably like it a little more textured, but you know, these are mass produced, so I get it. She's wearing an X-Men belt. Like there's an X there. Like that's not right. So yeah, like especially with these 2-packs, like with these Marvel 2-packs, it's usually a lot of they usually recast a lot of stuff, right? So they just kind of reuse a lot of parts, and then so that's probably what they did here. KC, thank you for the additional bits. It's cool that it's detachable, like the cape. It's very detachable. That's cool. And it seems to be common with the women. They don't put in like a twist articulation in the bottom torso. But again, just articulation in the upper torso. And she's got cool claw hands. You doing an unboxing? Yes, I am. So we opened a bunch of MCU figures. I opened a Black Ranger, Power Ranger figure, and Aang and Katara figures, and that's pretty much it. How are you doing, Casey? You having a good holiday? Having a good Christmas Eve? Hope you're doing well. And then now we have the Klaw. I don't know how they get these things in here. Busy today shopping and cooking. Going to my parents later for dinner. Doing good, thanks. That sounds like a pretty eventful day. I hope you are well. Happiest of holidays. Yes, thank you, sir. Thank you. Yeah, the doctor wife is working a 24-hour shift, unfortunately. So it's just kind of like another regular day for me. But I figured I'd stream and finally open up all these toys that I bought over the past year. Yeah, day 24 hours, yeah. Pretty much all of them are taking turns, like, doing 24 hours. Like between her other people in working in the fellowship, in her fellowship. Oh, the sad bits. Thank you, sir. But it'll be fine. She has like the rest of the week off after that. So she's gonna sleep all day tomorrow, and then we'll wake up and then we'll open presents. Thanks to her for her service. I will let her know. She's not working directly with COVID patients, like she works in the surgical ICU, but I'm sure she has to deal with some of that BS. Alright, so back to the Klaw. Pretty good head sculpt there. It's not painted on, like there's actually some sculpted detail on it, and it's like pretty unique to Klaw. So they actually did a pretty good job on it. Like, this would be something, like I said, they reuse a lot of parts. The only you can't outbit me. Yeah, I wish I could give myself bits, because I totally would do that, because I'm selfish like that, but I can't. So yeah, for anybody new to the chat, me and KC, between our group of friends, our mutual friends, we have a bit of a rivalry, if you will, where we try to give bits to our friends. Same here. I'd be streaming. If I could self-donate, I'll be lurking while I clean. Right on. Yeah, this Klaw figure is actually pretty nice. If I was a fan of his at all. But it's actually a pretty nice figure. And the little radar thing, this kind of spins. So that's kind of cool. And then you can just kind of attach it like that, so you can have like the cool looking wave looking things. But you know, for like less than $10 a figure, like, this is definitely worth it. Same here. I'd be okay. Headphone cord is getting in the way. Alright, next up, we're gonna keep going with 2-packs. Now we have, I know this is gonna age me. If you're a 90s X-Men fan, it's a great time to be a collector. If you're an 90s X-Men fan, we got X Factor versions of Havok and Polaris. This was back when they were mutants working for the government. They were like a government agency. That's kind of cool. Like, they even put the 90s. They put the 90s cards on there. I want to say they were like Flair Ultra. series cards. That's kind of cool. And it says the artwork on this package is inspired by the iconic trading cards from the early 1990s. God, I'm old. I was like, I remember these. I actually had these. Really, that Polaris card is so cool. Megan was maybe my favorite too. You like them blonde? You like them blondes, man. I'm starting to notice a trend here. But yeah. So yeah, these are like I actually have. I got these on sale, so I already have a set of these, and so I'm just like buying another one because you never know when you can use them for parts. There's actually a My Hero Academia character that has like a big jacket and wings. Well, you're talking about Megan, not Polaris. She's covered in Nickelodeon slime. You're right, though she was no Megan. Yeah, this is that sculpt on this jacket is actually pretty solid. Like, it's really nice. It's rubberized, so you can actually take off the jacket. But then again, it's kind of weird because then he's just wearing sleeves, so that's a little weird and awkward. But yeah, and then he has like these I don't even know what they're called. Like they're not optic waves, because optic blasts are Cyclops. I forgot what they're called. But they got these. Like these are very standard blasts. Magic effects. Now, like his Havok's powers aren't magic. They're something else. I can't think of what it is. Megan, Dr. Blight, that Lady Frenzy. I guess I did have a type, though. Now it's morphed into moody brunettes with deep eyeshadow. Oh, the part is, yeah. It's pretty standard. And what's up, Richie? How's your holiday treating you? It's like in every Doctor Strange Scarlet Witch figure. Yeah, this is sort of like a standard mold that's like for every effect, and we'll probably start seeing them with some other figures that I have. Like every blast, every kind of blast power kind of thing. So we got Polaris with her big 80s hair, her big 90s hair, hairstyle. The alternate fists. You're lazy today. Hoary host of Hogarth. Yeah, like that hair sculpt is really nice, and it's actually like the paint. Although the paint's a little weird, right? Like it's not consistent. You know, like it's really light up at the top here, and then it doesn't carry over to the middle, and then it's like really bright just in this little section here, and doesn't carry over. Wow, sweet sculpt though. It's so 90s. Yes, it is. You know, she's got the big shoulder pads and everything. But the sculpt is a really solid sculpt though. Like it could use a better paint job, but other than that, it's a very good figure. Like the head sculpt looks really nice. Yeah, and the hair, it's rubberized, like it's kind of like a rubber material. But yeah, it just needs like a good like a good dry brush, right? So I would just get the. Did I ever get my Stepford Cuckoos? Yes. Yeah. Yes. And I'm actually gonna open those today too. But yeah, like so basically what I would do is I would get like a brush and like a loose brush, and then get like that neat this kind of color paint maybe, and then just do like a quick like brushing that way, like against the grain, against the thing, and then it would just give it like a consistent highlight throughout the hair. If I were to customize it to make it look better. Who are the Cuckoos? They are school students. Are they school students? Yeah, the Stepford Cuckoos, KC, are they're clones of Emma Frost, and there were 5 of them, but 2 of them died, and then so now like there's only 3 of them. But currently, I think with House of X and Dawn of X, they came back. I think two of them came back. All right, this is my last 2-pack. They split personalities of Emma as a child? No, like they're clones. Okay, I knew there was something like that, but they're teens, right? Yeah, they're like a schoolgirl. They wear like schoolgirl outfits and the others. So next up, my last 2-pack is the Storm and Thunderbird, right? So if you're a classic X-Men, well, how many figures do I have? I have a lot. Like I said, these are figures that I've bought over like the past year that have just been sitting in boxes, like on a shelf, and I'm just opening them all until like 6, and then like I'll probably work on some Funko Pops after I open all of these. This unboxing is crazy. You got into Christmas gifts early, I thought. No. These are just figures that I bought over the past year. Like I said, since the doctor wife is working, I'm not allowed to open presents until she gets home and wakes up from sleeping tomorrow. So these are just stuff that I bought for myself that I'm just opening. So, like, Boxing Day is the day after Christmas. I figure Unboxing Day will be on Christmas Eve. And thank you for the 10 extra bits, Casey. You are the bit master. You are the bit boss on my stream. I'm pretty sure. Because I'm pretty sure it reset. Because Christine might have had you beat before. But looks like... Yep, you're the bit boss. Alright, so we got Storm and Thunderbird. So if you're a classic X-Men fan, this is right up your alley. We got Thunderbird. Thunderbird here, who's I think is John Proudstar, because Warpath is James Proudstar, I think. Warpath is the X-Force version. Hasbro is smart with the multi-packs. They put one figure I want. Yeah. I don't know. I liked Warpath and John and Thunderbird. Okay, is this the older bro? He died, yeah? Yeah, like he died in the very first issue. Like that's very kind of problematic now that you think about it. We're just like the one Native American like ends up dying in the very first issue. But Yeah. So this is Thunderbird, and he's actually like a smaller build, which is accurate to the comic book. He's actually a smaller build than the Warpath figure. I don't have him out. I can go get him if that's something you really want to look at. But that's kind of cool that they did that. Pretty good sculpt. I would probably prefer that the feathers be up, like above the head, because that's usually how I see him. But it's the feathers there. I almost thought it wasn't there. Shame the storm doesn't come with the staff for some reason. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, and the tassels are just okay. They're kind of loose. Nothing a little super glue wouldn't fix. Pretty good articulation overall though, like twists in the torso, upper torso. Like I said, it could just use like some more, like a better paint job. But it's I'm kind of a broken record. I'll probably not say that anymore. But yeah, so we got there, and then there's all kinds of Storm stuff. This is, if you're a Storm fan, if you're a fan of Storm, there's so many. There's pretty much every figure. They made every different version of Storm that you can think of. Like you can get Mohawk Storm, you can get white costume Storm from the 90s cartoon, you can get the black costume Storm from the 90s cartoon. I'm thinking of all the Native American heroes and game characters I know, and the names and look are all similar to Warpath. T-Hawk, Nightwolf, Spirit, Chief Thunder from Killer Instinct. Maybe it makes sense they would be so proud of their culture to show it off. Yeah, maybe. Yeah, and then yeah, I guess they all do look the same. Dash Bad Horse. Looks different. I'm not sure who that is. But yeah, like they all do kind of look the same. Right. Well, Scout is its own thing, and probably like very accurate and modern. So you can't really include that one. Have to wear a feather somewhere. Have to have an animal companion or in your name. So this is kind of cool. Like she has like a separate, like just standing cape, and then more of a posed cape. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Thing. So, like, I don't know how they put it in the mold. Like, holy crap. Anyways, this is a pretty solid figure. Like, I like that the paint. I don't know if you can. Yeah, like it really looks like she's wearing leather. You know. Like it's shiny, like she's wearing leather. Like they don't really do that with Marvel figures that much. So they put a lot of detail in this, and like this hair sculpt is really nice. You know, and like if I wanted to make a diorama of the of like the Marvel arcade game, I could give her. I can make a staff for her. Yeah, and she has a Mohawk Storm was in the Apocalypse series, but no jeans. Wendigo. Yeah, so there's the second, the alternate head, like a more peaceful, tranquil, like I am a goddess. What do you want with me? What do you want with me, Professor X? Like I just flew in the sky butt naked. Like what are you gonna do for me, Professor X? But overall, this is a really nice figure. Like I really like the hair sculpt. Storm, put some clothes on. And yeah, the cape thing's pretty cool with all the different alternate hands. Like they went above and beyond with this the Storm figure. They started to realize how popular she was, I guess, and they're just like, nope, they seem to like Storm. Let's make every Storm. Welcome to die. But we can go from there. We can go to the if we're talking about the X-Men arcade game. We got Bomber Jacket Dazzler, right? This is the retro Dazzler. I got her for like something like under $10. Maybe like I am Magneto, Master of Magnet. The voice acting on that game was a little weird. When you display a figure, where do you put the extra hands in the face? I put them in a bag. I have it's sort of a joke where I talk about, like, I'm worried about ever being accused of being a serial killer, because I have just these bins that are just full of arms, like sorted arms, hands, torsos, things of that nature. Right, so I just have a bunch of like bins of parts that I work off of, and then so basically when I get to a custom action figure, I basically pour out all of the hands and try to find something that I can use. And I just hope that I'm never accused of being a serial killer, because they'll be like, he was practicing. So yeah, this was Dazzler back in the 80s, 90s. Before this is after she was a disco. She was in that disco outfit. Like disco and roller skates. If we could co-op the X-Men game, that'd be sweet. Yeah. Dazzler and her dazzling power. Yep. I had this before, but I think I want to say I made a Squirrel Girl out of her. But like I said, I found her for so cheap, I needed to get her again. She seems like a weird choice for a chair in the arcade game. A character in the arcade game. Yeah, it was a little weird that they used her in the arcade game. But yeah, this is a pretty solid sculpt. Like it looks really good. I mean, it's real simple though. Like again, no twisting in the torso. But we have the upper swivel, and the sculpt on the jacket is really, really good. And you could get the jacket off, but then she's just gonna have sleeves, and so that's not gonna look right. Her gloves are, although she probably could use like a hand, like where she's making like a gun. It's the characters from Pride of the X-Men Kitty Pryde is kidnapped in the game. Oh yeah. So like there was that movie, that animated movie where Wolverine sounded Australian. But yeah, the paint apps are pretty good on here. Like they didn't mess up there. And overall, like for under $10, this is a solid figure. Yeah, so here's the X-Men belt that I was telling you about. And then like for some reason they put that on Shuri. It's the same belt. The same exact belt. And I was telling you like they reuse a lot of parts. And so this Shuri Black Panther like there's an X on here and it's just not painted. So Shuri was never in the X-Men to my knowledge. So we get to the sound blasts. And I kind of like they put glitter in the plastic. I never noticed that before. I don't know if that's new or not, but there's actually glitter in the. You probably can't see it in camera. Dazzler just got replaced with Jubilee in the 90s. My love for short hair blondes never made it to Dazzler. That's a shame, because Dazzler's actually a cool character. And she was in a band. Okay. What's next? Another guy I got. We'll stick to the 90s era. We have Wild Child from Age of Apocalypse, that version. I formally apologize because that figure looks cool. Sorry, Dazzler. It's alright. You know, you can't be aware of all short blonde hair characters. You probably would have if you knew about her more. If she was like more prominent. I think I need to reread those middle 200 X-Men issues where Dazzler looked like that, especially in Jim Lee art. Yeah. I actually need to read them for the first time. Yeah, like when they got to the 80s, when they were in Australia for a while. That's kind of where I stopped. And then I started back up again like in the modern times, like around 2000s. Like I didn't read any of the 90s stuff. So this Wild Child has the back Build-A-Figure piece for Sugar Man, and I'm gonna sell this because I don't really care about Sugar Man. Sugar Man, let's go. I like that he comes with a chain, you know, but they haven't made a Sabretooth yet. Or they did make one a long time ago, but it sucks. It's terrible. It's not like the right scale. It's too small. And it looked really ugly. And I want to say it was like when Hasbro just started. Like they took over from Toy Biz. And they did not do a good job. I remember you hate him. I love him because he's just such a weirdo. Yeah, it's just... I don't know. He just looks gross to me. And I'm just not a fan. But yeah, this is a good sculpt. It's very, very well detailed. Like it's not a reuse. It's not just like reused Wolverine, you know. Like the sculpt is actually pretty unique. I don't know. Maybe it could be like a Morbius sculpt, possibly. but to my knowledge, it's unique to Wild Child. And I got this just because it was on sale, pretty much. And you never know when you need like a barefooted figure. Those are harder to come by. Although these feet are like really bony looking, so they kind of have to be pretty unique for you to have to use these. But I don't have that many skinny figures either, so it's like smaller skinny figures. So he'd be good for parts later. And then I do like that he has a chain, and it actually, yeah, there's actually like an opening here where you can connect it to connect it to his back. So all they need is like a nice looking Sabretooth, which I'm pretty sure that's gonna happen. If not, I can make one like for Sabretooth to hold from Age of Apocalypse. But I'm gonna sell this Build-A-Figure piece. I can probably get at least like $5 for it. So I got the Wild Child figure for maybe like $15, and so that'll knock it down to like a $10 figure. All right, what's all that's left? I got a few figures still left, and then maybe I'll go to 5, and then I'll start working on toys, or I'll just work on Funko Pops whenever I finish opening all this stuff. So we have, this is sort of like a mix. This is a Walgreens exclusive, I think, and so it's just insert. It says Dani Moonstar, but it has heads for Karma and Wolfsbane, right? So it's kind of messed up. Like, you have to, if you wanted just like the 3 figures, you would just have to buy 3 of these figures, so you can just alternate the heads. Or if you're a customizer like me, you can just kind of make the other bodies. But that's just extra work. All right. So we got a bow here. Got 1 arrow. You know that the New Mutants movie, it wasn't that bad. I think it got a lot of I think it got way more shit than it deserved. I didn't think it was that bad. I don't know if you guys have watched that movie or not. Like, it's not like the best thing in the world or anything, but I enjoyed it. I had like a really low bar set. So, yeah, Dani Moonstar was the leader of the New Mutants. So, again, if you're a 90s X-Men fan and you collect toys, like, this is the best era of toys. Like, your wallet is doomed because they're making pretty much all of them. So the head sculpt on Dani Moonstar is really good. It's really well done, and with the braids. It's a solid looking figure. I mean, very like basic costume, right? Again, standard teenager body type, right? And then so you can decapitation warning. And then so you can switch it, and we have Karma. Right, and you can switch the hands. Right, so we have Karma. Karma, 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 Cornelia. Sorry. And then we can switch to Wolfsbane. Right, and then although they didn't make her X Factor, that's the only like 90s X Factor figure they don't have, is they don't have a Wolfsbane, because she was on that team for after she was on the New Mutants. So you can alternate the hands, and then, which is okay, but I feel like you need more than that, right? You need like furry arms or something like that. That would have been better, but it's still it fits well, and it's easy to swap everything out. So I think that's pretty cool. I have so many toys on this table. It's gonna take forever to clean this stuff up. Alright, now you see me in the theme here. I have a lot of X-Men stuff. We have the Stepford Cuckoos, and I have 4 of them. But I'm just gonna open one. Richie was nice enough to find them on sale at Walgreens, and was able to get them for me for like $10 each. So thank you, Richie. 4, you don't say. Yes. So thank you, Richie. So we have the Stepford Cuckoos. These are, like I said, like I was saying to Casey earlier, these are clones of Emma Frost. They kind of have like a hive mind thing going. I think there were 5. Like originally, there were 5 of them, and then 2 of them died. And then so for a long time, there was only 3 of them. And then for a long time, they all had blonde hair. Sorry, something dropped. Right time at the right place. It was Karen's Walgreens card. Yeah, it just worked out. And I was like, yeah, I'll take them. I was like, that's awesome. Like, I was... Like, the Walgreens exclusives are hard to find for me. I don't know if there's, like, collectors in my area or what, but they snag the good stuff all the time. And so whenever you can find them, like, I'm all for it. So they used to all have blonde hair, and they all looked the same. But then there was like an era, I want to say like Jason Aaron's run, like Wolverine and the X-Men storyline, where they wanted to be more unique and they wanted to look more different. I probably could have gotten 8. Lucky Bar Trivia takes me all over town. That's awesome. Yeah, like sometimes when I did travel for comedy and to do or conventions, I always stop by like the local Walgreens and try to find some figures. And usually, if it's like a rich old person area, usually I could find some good stuff. And there's plenty of that in Florida, but it's kind of rare that where I can find that stuff. But so we have the alternate heads. Really cool, nice looking schoolgirl outfit. Like the sculpt of it is really nice. I was actually gonna make some with the 4th figure that I have. I was gonna make some My Hero Academia, at least one figure, maybe like Uraraka. Make some My Hero Academia figures with the 4th one, like in their school uniform. Ooh, yeah, I can make the Invisible Girl. That is a good idea. But I don't know how I would make it like so they're like it's floating, like without it looking weird. I'll figure it out. But that is a good idea. I should do the Invisible Girl. Because she doesn't really have a uniform, right? Because she's just invisible. Well, that's the test, yeah. Maybe I can have it with magnets. We'll figure it out. So there's like a sort of like telepathic effect on the hands, and nice pigtail, very Britney Spears like hairstyle. Then we have this alternate one, and then pretty much the same as the blonde, but red hair. So they wanted to have a little more individualism. And an alternate. I don't know if the Cerebro, does that Cerebro helmet? It doesn't go over. Like it's here, but it doesn't go. Does this come off? I don't think so. Like it comes with the helmet, but it's only gonna work for her. Cerebro doesn't work for the other heads. So you're only gonna if you're gonna have Cerebro, you can only have the Cerebro helmet. It only works for her. All right. I think there's like 3 more figures left. This one's also a Walgreens exclusive, and I mostly got it again because it's on sale. We have Ant-Man. This is like evil bad guy Ant-Man. I want to say with him, yeah. This is Eric O'Grady Ant-Man. So this is he's like the thief. And this is like bad guy that stole like PIM technology. Those early Walgreens exclusives were so bad. Just recolors, yeah. Yeah, this one's nothing really special, but again, like it's just I just wanted it was cheap. I found it on super sale, and it's a good plain body type, like skinny person body type, and so I just went and snagged it. That I'm just gonna use for parts. Nothing really special. The helmet looks really pretty good though. If I ever needed to make another Ant-Man, that'll be good. So it's a nice helmet to work off of. The belt is loose. You can take that out. But other than that, just your standard skinny person figure. So like, especially again when I make My Hero Academia figures, most of them are pretty skinny. So those are good to work off of. And okay, next to last, I got a Gwenpool. Right, I'm pretty sure Raymond gave this to me because he just wanted the lizard build the figure. He just wanted the tail to build the lizard. And I need the teenage body type, especially for girls. There's not many of them to work off of. But if you're a Gwenpool fan, this is like a solid figure. It's got all kinds of different different hands and accessories. It comes with like a cell phone. It's not painted at all, but that's what that is. The cell phone. There's a peace sign. There's a peace sign hand. Right, for selfies. An open hand for the cell phone. One for a gun or for swords. Oop. Where did that go? I have all this stuff on the floor. Just gotta make sure my dog doesn't get to it. There it is. And then we got some swords. And she's got, you know, the bleh, little tongue sticking out face. And then her standard hands are like heart hands. Like she's so Gen Z. Those young whippersnappers. Able to do, yeah, she's able to do heart hands. That's pretty cute. And then she's got this this little penguin backpack. It's adorable. This little penguin backpack. Like, I'm not really that familiar with Gwenpool. But she seemed to get really popular, and people seemed to like her book. So like the swords go right into the penguin backpack. And I have a Jeff the Land Shark. That's the thing from her from West Coast Avengers. So I'm gonna give that to her, and then I'll probably make a Quentin choir to go with her, and then that'll be a cool picture to take. She was a variant cover that turned into a character. Okay. But yeah, like my experience with her has only been on West Coast Avengers. And I think that's it. Well, nope, one more. Last but not least, we have Peter Parker Spider-Man. And I bought this because I found it on sale, and it's a guy with a jacket in regular street clothes. And you never know when you need to make an action figure of a person in street clothes. So. And this is like sort of like, I like the retro box, like to make it look like this is sort of like it's from the 90s cartoon. That's kind of cool. And it comes with the old school camera. And if there's anything anybody wants to see again, like, let me know. I can dig them out. So we've got like the half Spider-Man head. And for like, it probably needs like the little spider sense kind of signs to it. Would probably look cooler. I don't remember the cartoon. I don't remember him having glasses, but it's a cool accessory to have for characters that need glasses, because I can just use those instead. Again, the jacket sculpt is good, and it's like a rubberized material. And tennis shoes also, and that's also unique. Not many figures have tennis shoes, so when you have characters that wear regular tennis shoes, I usually have to sculpt laces myself. So it's nice to be able to just grab these shoes if I needed them. And he has a camera here. You can hold that. So yeah, that's everything. I have more stuff for Cuckoos. I have another Black Ranger figure, and I have another Black Widow. But there's no point in opening more than one. So yeah, thank you guys for humoring me while I showed and told. So I'm gonna go and take the dog out really quick, and then I'll come back and we'll paint some Funko Pops. Okay? So be right back.